Alright guys, I want to show you what I'm doing. So I'm wanting to mark 3-minute backsides only with the trend. What are the highest probability trades? With the trend and backsides. I'm not ignoring anything that happens ETH. I'm not worried about overnight highs and lows and IB highs and IB lows and shadow trader levels and anything like that. Just what is happening during the RTH session and making trades only based on that. Some days there's only one trade, but it can be a long one. Some days there's 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 trades. Not very many trades at all. But the numbers are looking really good. So what I'm doing is I'm recording over here on this spreadsheet where would be the stop loss, how much heat did I take, and what would be the max potential of the trade, and if I had to front run it. So let's do a day or two together. So it's between these two vertical lines. So the day opens, we shoot straight up. So I'm looking for a backside long. So I'm going to spread this out a little bit. I'm looking for a backside long. I can't pretend I know what any of this says. So this would be my backside long right here. And so I look at that. It's a profitable trade. So I'm going to grab here and go, where would be my stop loss? We're about 19. We took maybe a point of heat, and it rebounded to about 5. So over here, 19, 1, and 5. That was probably all the profit on that one. I'm just not willing to go through lower time frames and look at it on a minute level. So I'm looking for longs, and now it went through my level. So I'm already thinking, okay, something's changed, and then it takes out this break level. I'm like, okay, I'm only looking for backside shorts. Now, I have not looked at this day yet. I'm literally going through it with you. So now I'm looking for backside shorts. So this would be a backside. Obviously, there's nothing there. This would be a backside. So price came down. I would take this trade. So let's do our numbers. Where would my stop loss be in this one? To be honest, I'm looking at these two levels here and going, okay, I would probably make my stop above this one. So I'd probably make my stop here, or you could say, hey, I got a full 20. But I know I'm not going to do the full 20. So I would probably make my stop the full 6 points that I'm thinking based off everything I've done so far. 6 points tends to be the most heat or the highest probability trade here. So let me move this over, because here's the backside. Let me remove this. So here's the backside. So I would do a 6-point stop loss on this one. The heat was 2.5, and probably the max profit on that would be 1.5. So 6, 2.5. So let's come over here. 6, 2.5. And to be honest, I'm going to probably make this one a break-even trade. Because I don't think you'd actually get any of that. It'd come back and you'd probably be right out. So probably break-even trade. But it is a backside bounce. And so that's the trade I would take there. Would not be that excited to wait that long, and that's all I made. So now we're still watching. I'm short only because that's the direction we're going. It took out this break level. It took out this break level. So now I'm waiting for another backside entry. So watching this price go down, where would I mark my levels? Where would be backsides that I could mark? I could mark this one. I could mark this one. To be honest, I could mark this one. So I'm looking for lower in time frame. I'm at further back in time backsides. Of course, neither of these are in play yet, so they're not marked. This one I would mark as a backside. I don't like how this one came there. So, you know, there's a little. So that would probably be my entry for my short. So I'm going to take this out. About 5 points, 2 ticks, and I'm going to 10. 5 points, 2 ticks, 10 points. That'd be your max. So somewhere in there you would get something, but I want to know what my max potential would have been. If for some reason I could have gotten out at the apex of the move, where is that? You know, it's interesting. So once again, I see this over and over when I'm doing this analysis. Price goes away, it comes back to the exact same level before it does its real move. So this would be a great place to talk about Chuck strategy. Multiple contracts, couple off at certain price points, keep one as a runner, and that makes 100% sense. Okay, so I'm still looking for backside entries. So I'm looking at this one. There was no clearance here really. So you could take this trade because you did have one candle clearance. You could take that. However, you should be in this trade still. So, but I'm going to mark this because I had one candle clearance and I want as much data as I can get. So let's put it here. Stop loss 5.5. You took 1.5 of heat. 6. 5, 1.5 of heat. 6 points is the maximum potential that you would make there. Still looking for backsides, which now would be here. We're still looking for shorts because we're laddering down. So we would take this backside. What would be my stop loss? If you were doing the break, it's 11 points away. I would probably use my 6. I like where that is. So probably 6, 0.5, and 11. 6, 0.5, 11. Come on, computer. You can do this. 6.5 and 11. Still looking for backside entries only. Can't do this because we had no clearance. So when you start seeing this, like, okay, I don't have clearance for a backside, that most likely, you see what you see here, you're in this consolidation. We do eventually go away, so here's the next backside. Stop loss on this. Looks like if I use my 6 points, plenty of couple bounces along the way. Let me move this. You know, this is where going to the micro time frame would help a little bit. You might have taken 4 points of heat to make a max of 2. Just, it is what it is. 6, 4, 2. So I would have had a 6-point stop loss, taken 4 points of heat. Max I could have made was 2, and it's probably just as good as 0, right? You know, the other way to look at that is, would you have front run this first candle? 0.25, so it's 2 ticks. You know, so Cotton does say don't front run backsides. He has said that. So I'm going to stick with not front running the backside, maybe by a tick, because that's the VIG we have to pay to play the game. So let's go back and look. All right, now we took out an obvious 3-minute break level. So this very well might be backside territory for a long, but price did not continue, so I have no trade there. And so it took out that break level. I don't have a backside trade there, and I don't have a backside trade here. That would be it for the day. So I think I had what, 1, 2, 3, 5 trades this day. None of them were big. Just the way it was. Okay, so let's do one more day together if you're interested. Of course, you don't have to watch. So day opens, we're going down, and I'm thinking I need a backside short. Nothing. And there's our first short. Unfortunately, after it did a big old drop. Actually, as price was going down, you could have done this one. And it just happenstance. This was a 0 trade. So stop loss on this. 6 points. 1.5 heat. 6, 1.5 a heat. And probably 0 profit. No big deal. This would be my first break level. I would say things have changed. Not this little bitty one down here. So I would still use this as a backside. And there's our short. 16 points possible. Stop loss. Could either be the, I mean, if you want to be aggressive, 9 there. Or you could use the arbitrary 6. I think I'm going to use 0 of heat. And how much? Max potential 15 points. You know, and probably these max potential numbers, you can cut them all in half. Because if you had a 50% trailer, until you started establishing protection levels, you'd get half that. All right, so still have not taken out this, so I'm still looking for backside shorts. This would be a backside. It happens to align with that. We got clearance, so we would take this short here. Actually, I'd probably take it here. Couple ticks of heat. Our 6 points. 23. 6.5. 23. Still looking for backside shorts only. Here's a backside. I would take this short here. You know, it could be all the way up there to 10. But the heat is what I'm really worried about. 1.5. 10. 1.5. Max profit 14. Okay. All right, so I'm asking myself, has it taken out any break level to the north? Or so to me, we're still a backside short. I'm looking for a backside short. Here's a backside. Price never got below it for me to take it, so I don't have a trade. Then price takes out this break level, takes out this break level. So now I'm looking for a backside long. So I would be here. I don't like how I have that candle, so I'm not sure if I would take this trade, although it turns out it would be profitable. To me, this candle is blocking the backside. Even these backsides it's blocking, so I don't have anything there. And that'd be the last trade of the day. I wouldn't even take that one. Let's do one more day together. It's kind of interesting to talk it out loud. I'm doing it in my brain, but it's nice to talk it out loud. Okay, So the day starts, we're going up. I'm looking for a backside long, which would be here. You might have taken that. You got one candle clearance, and it's just been a wiggle nothing. But let's record it. So here you took 2 ticks of heat. This you could have used the 6-point stop loss. So 6-point stop loss, 2 ticks, 4.75 points. Be small. Small to break even, I would say. Price vomits down, takes out the break level. I'm now looking for backside shorts. I would be here. Do you take this one? Do you take that one? I'm going to use the second one here. You took 2.5 points of heat, 6.5 profit. Dang, I forgot how much heat you took. You say so many numbers, it's hard to keep up. 2.5. And about 6 points of profit, which realistically is probably 3. Okay, so we took that out. I'm still looking for backside shorts. I don't even have any levels to mark for it. I have no trade. I have no trade because I'm still looking for shorts. It finally took out this break level, so now I'm looking for a backside long, which would be here. And there's the backside trade. No heat. 7 points of profit. 6, 0, 7.75. Okay, I'm still looking for backside longs, which for me would be here. Not given the opportunity, so I don't have a trade. We're literally going sideways. We haven't taken out anything. Now we take, and this is the end of the day. I would have no more trades that day. Let's do one more. Come on. How many? I want 100 trades. I'm at 93. See if I can get 7 more. Oh, this is the kind of day you dream of, I think. All right. So the day starts. We're headed down. This would be the first kind of break level, and obviously price took it out. I don't know what was special this day, August 26th. I don't know what was going on that day. So here, this one would probably be a loser, although it quickly would have turned into a winner. Well, that sucks. So there's a loser for you. So I'd have done 6 stop loss, take 6 points of heat, and I'd lose 6. All right. There are losses on here, and I put the losses at -6 because I think that's going to be my stop loss. Well, that sucks. And then it vomits down. This would be my backside. No trade. Keeps vomiting down. Here's my backside. And if you would have front ran that, no, that's a full point. You wouldn't have front run that, in my opinion. You would not have front ran that, in my opinion. And then here's a backside. Now there you could have gotten in. 1 tick of heat. 12 points. 6. It's like 1 tick of heat. 12 points. Now, one of the things I have seen several times when I'm looking at these, that when we're in a vomit, and that is a vomit, front running the backsides by a point is probably smart. I've seen this several times already. Even so, something I'm going to keep in mind as I continue going through these levels. And a vomit, front running the backside a little bit, can be smart. Okay, so let's go back into here. We were in that backside, and to be honest, it's probably right here. This is the backside we took. And it came back, and look at that. It did it again. Backside, went several points, touched it again before it did its real move. That is just interesting. So we're still looking for shorts. I'm looking for backside entries. You had one here for that whole move, and you should have been in it the entire move. So this is the one of the ones that pays. I'd have had a 6-point stop loss. In fact, I want to see where 6 points would have put me. Does that make sense? Absolutely. Because you had this hold, you had this load for it to bounce against, this hold for it to bounce against. 6 points works. You took 0 of heat, and you had a nice potential 40-something points. Do your protection levels. It never challenged a break level. You should have captured almost all of that. That's the trade you're looking for. So that day, your first trade was a loser because of that wick. That first trade was a loser. And I don't know what news may or may not have been going on. That just seems like crazy behavior. But that's a loss. You had to wait for a while till one of these trades in here, and then you had a monster day. I only need 3 more trades. Let's do one more day. Okay. So price is obviously going up. I'm looking for a backside trade. I didn't get one here. I'm looking for this backside trade. I got it. My 6 points would have given me plenty. You took no heat. 2-point max. 6, 0, 2. Now, when I see that it goes back through my price, I'm expecting it to take out this break level, and it did. And now we're looking for backside shorts. This is the biggest backside of this area. I had clearance. It came back to it. This one, you'd have had to suffer some wiggling several times. It would have been very small for you. 6 points would have been plenty. 1 point of heat, even on all of that. I'm going to say 6 points. Alright, so let's come over here. 6 points, 1 point of heat, probably 6-point profit. So now I'm still looking for backsides. This would be a backside. I'm not sure. Well, maybe you could have done that trade right there. It'd have been very close whether or not you would have wanted to take that, but you had 2 candles that cleared it. You took 0 heat for like 2.5 points. So 6, 0, 2.5. What would my 6-point stop loss look like? Plenty, plenty, plenty. Okay. So I would still be looking for shorts. Where would be my next backside short? It'd be here. Price didn't give it to me, so I don't have a trade. Price took out this swing high. Now I'm looking for a backside long, which is right there. Price came here. You took 0 heat. 8 points. So I'm going to use my 6-point stop loss, 0, 8 points. Look what it did again on these backsides. It came back and touched it before it did its real move. I can't tell you how many times I've seen that. That maybe on these backsides you play it twice. Maybe on these backsides you play it twice. So, we're still looking for longs. Where's my next backside long? It'd be here. That's my next backside long. Price went 2 candles away. Came back, hit it. 0 heat. 26 points. Okay, so I've hit my 100. 6. No heat. 26 points. Okay. Once again, it looks like I had 3 or 4 trades that day. This is looking really good, and I've done 100 of these. So I want to come here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort it A to Z. And out of those, 3 losers, 2 break-evens. You know, these 2 pointers could probably be break-evens. The 3-pointer, you should have made something. So 90% of your trades would fall at this 3-point or higher category. 3-point or higher, you should have gotten something. And look at some of these. There was one that was a 100-point run. I wish I'd have remembered where that was. But that's pretty powerful. So 90% of the trades, you should have made 1.5 points or more. Only 3 of them were clear losers. And they were full losers. They were full losers. You saw 2 of them. Out of all the 100 trades, you saw 2 of them on my last 10. So that's what I've been doing.